Peace, family. So I'm making this video while I have a chance to actually charge my phone and be able to just, give a little message out, especially during the new moon in Virgo right now. So, I live in Florida, so we just had this hurricane come through and, fuck all this shit up. There's trees falling, power lines falling down and everything. I'm good. Some people are, not even some. We're all out of power, so we're just waiting for that to be manifested and everything. But right now, I just want to give a little message for the new moon and everything. This is a time to set new intentions. This is a time to start things afresh. And this is going on in the energy of Virgo, which is an earth sign. So with the new moon going on in an earth sign, especially mutable earth, we're dealing with groundedness. We're dealing with actually aligning ourselves to the energy of this new moon. So we're aligning ourselves to the energy of this new moon, and we have to set new intentions on how we gain structure in our own lives, because we're dealing with the earth element, and then it's mutable earth too. So maybe depending on our energies and our alignments and everything, there's maybe a time for us to ground ourselves with other people or with your own self, because we're dealing with mutable. So it could be adapting to your own or to other people around you, or just an environment in general. Like, for example, having to adapt and ground myself in an adapted way with not having power and everything like that, with not being able to gain access to certain everyday luxury things that we're accustomed to nowadays. So, that's like a whole different way of grounding, but it's in a mutable way. And then depending on what house you have this new moon going in, it's going to depend on how you ground yourself in a mutable way. If you have it in the first house, you need to ground yourself in a mutable way when it comes to personal issues, when it comes to your physical appearance maybe, and how people and how you present your first impression to other people. If you have this in the second house, then you're going to have a mutable way on how to ground yourself, and you're going to have to align yourself with your values. And ground yourself with your values, with your possessions, the things that hold dear to you. If you have this going on in the third house, you're going to have to ground yourself in a mutable way when it comes to siblings, when it comes to your, immediate surroundings, when it comes to, knowledge that you're privy to. If this is going on in the fourth house, you need to ground yourself when it comes to home and family. If you have this going on in the fifth house, you have to mutably ground yourself when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to pleasures, when it comes to sexual energy, when it comes to children and everything. And then when you have this going on in the sixth house, you're gonna have to ground yourself when it comes to your work routine, when it comes to your health, your hygiene, your health in general. If you have this going on in the seventh house, this is my energy too, you're gonna have to ground yourself in a mutable way when it comes to relationships, partnerships, whether it's dealing with spouse, business partners, friends, whatever. If you have this going on in the eighth house, you're going to have to mutably ground yourself when it comes to the things that everybody can't see, the things that are behind the veil and everything like that, the things that nobody else, the little sticky shit that people don't want to talk about. You're going to have to ground yourself in a mutable way when it comes to that. If you have this going on in the ninth house, you're going to have to mutably ground yourself when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your philosophy, when it comes to the ways you connect with God and the universe, when it comes to the way that you create a vision and create a pathway for people to be able to see. You have to mutably ground yourself in this energy too. If you have this going on in the 10th house, you're going to have to mutably ground yourself when it comes to your status, when it comes to your reputation, how people view you, how you run a business and everything. If you have this going on in the 11th house, this is going to be dealing with energies of you having to mutably ground yourself when it comes to, friends, associates, technology, social media, phones, gadgets, all that shit. And then if you have this going on in the 12th house, this new moon in the 12th house, then you're going to have to find a way to ground yourself when it comes to your seclusion, when it comes to hidden enemies, when it comes to your dreams, and when it comes to your fantasies and everything like that. And then also on another note, we have this new moon going through right now, because it's like a 3-day before and a 3-day after cycle that this influence carries on. But right now we're in the 15th lunar mansion. We're in the 15th lunar mansion right now. And this energy deals with, travels, obstructions of travels. So like if you're traveling, if you have a goal, then there's actually possibilities that this shit might get halted in some way, shape, or form via a distraction or whatnot. And then, ironically, this is also dealing with the destruction of cities, which that doesn't always necessarily mean a physical city or town is getting destroyed. It could be your own. Do you got your own, or is the shit in your immediate surroundings like structured? Is it stable and everything like that? So there's a bunch of it. I need to really build on the lunar mansions period. So that's a whole nother topic. So anyway, I love y'all soul group. I'm gonna continue to push through with this energy going on here right now, and I'll catch you later. Peace.